Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have recovered. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings. Just get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Defense showing blitz. First down, this is Rawls. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, Rawls. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try to run with Rawls. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them,
maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And a pretty good return. At the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives.
Offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. They're going to look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a give. Right side it's Rawls. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running back quicker than ever before.
Back to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make our score 9-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us credit taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And out now come the Vikings. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here we go now. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now back to throw. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They'll look to throw here. And a big... On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll look to set up his blockers. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Shift together here from the D-line. And he's got some space here. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go. Green charge. Back down in that penalty. Here we go. Over.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Now a play fake here on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Finding some room at midfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This one taken just inside the 10. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, take over. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Seahawk defense.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. No. Jack Patrick. Leopard. 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 Gun. Detroit. Here we go. Blue landing. No. Jack Patrick.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
Here they come.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Back to that Philly. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Blue. Gun. Watch it now, Barney.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
No, Jack Patrick. No, Jack Patrick.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run it again with Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Here we go.
Hard throw, incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 5. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
He'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right near the 27. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback get a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
Second down now after the incompletion. A first throw for the backup, Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy then.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that, Brock.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Going with a screen for Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Ryan. Taking a shot for Samuel. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They run with a power back. Rawls. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. Got his target, Samuel. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And an alley to run. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because
and he fires one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Cook. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. To him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Varga, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is down to 2. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here is complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's go! Back there! Over! Watch it now, Barney! All right, here we go. Over! All right, now look at 56. No. Check. Patriot! Watch it now. All right, here.
They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll set up a throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Let's go! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation, but he will not be able to bring it back.